I'm sure we all love to play with our friends. They are some of the most important people in our lives. But what if I told you that some friends can actually cause your death? So make sure to like and subscribe if you love your friends. Imagine working in a place with your friends just for them to throw you in an oven and burn. I know it sounds wild, but it's actually what happened. Let's find out how.
This is one of the most tragic and gruesome workplace accidents, so you might want to hear about this. In October 2012, a 62-year-old employee at Bumblebee Foods named Jose Molina was having a normal day at the Bumblebee facility in Santa Fe Springs, California. In his schedule, he was tasked with the performance maintenance on an 11-meter-long industrial oven, so he went inside on one of the oven tanks. Believing that Jose was in the bathroom, one of his coworkers closed the tank door and then filled the oven with 5,400 kilograms of tuna and turned the oven on. A search ensued when the manager realized Jose was missing, but by then, it was too late.
I actually feel so bad for him. Nobody deserves to pass that way. It's actually one of my biggest fears. I don't think I'll get close to any ovens from now on.
They found his body 2 hours later inside of the oven that had reached a temperature of 132 degrees Celsius. Jose unfortunately had been cooked inside with the fish and died a very horrific death. Bumblebee and 2 managers were charged with violating the Occupational Safety and Health Administration rules, and the company paid $6 million in a settlement over Molina's unfortunate death.
This is a very sad thing to happen, but I think this next incident gets quite sad. This girl was duped while watching a sports game.
This young girl was killed at a hockey game. In 2002, a NHL game was going on and fans were very engaged. Among them was 13-year-old 𝒑𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒃, a bright and cheerful girl who had recently developed a love for hockey. This was a special outing for her, a birthday gift from her dad who wanted to share his passion for the sport with his daughter. As the game progressed, the puck was struck hard, ricocheting off a player's stick. The crowd watched in awe as it soared into the stands, a common but thrilling occurrence in hockey. But then, in a split second, the excitement turned to horror. The puck flew into the crowd and struck Brittany in the head. The impact was brutal. She collapsed into her seat, clutching her head as those around her screamed for help. Paramedics rushed to her side as her father looked on, helpless and horrified. Brittany was conscious but visibly in pain. She was taken to the hospital where doctors initially believed her injuries were manageable. What no one realized was that the blow had caused a tear in her vertebral artery, a critical blood vessel in her neck. Over the next 48 hours, a blood clot formed, cutting off circulation to her brain. And on March 18th, just 2 days after the incident, Brittany succumbed to her injuries. The once vibrant girl who had come to celebrate her love for hockey was now gone, leaving her family in unimaginable grief. She was just 13 years old.
This is the saddest thing that could happen to a family. I feel so bad for them. Tell me in the comments what you think about this.
These next parents are considered some of the worst parents in the world. I don't know about you guys, but I would hate to have a title like that.
Parents that we're mentioning in this slideshow are probably one of the worst parents you'll ever have heard of. This slideshow starts off with an image showing the parents, David and Louise Turpin. David and Louise's entire family consisting of 13 children.
13 children is absolutely diabolical. That's not even a family anymore, that's a whole class. But in all seriousness, how do you get the money to take care of all those kids? These people must be loaded.
And photos of the home that they and their children lived in. David and Louise got married in 1985 when David was 23 years old and Louise was only 16.
Is that even legal?
And because of their religion, they believed that they needed to bring as many children into the world as possible, so they got to work and had 13 kids. However, despite the fact the family looked happy from the outside, this could not be further from the truth. For years, David and Louise would falsely imprison the children in their rooms, performing a variety of different horrendous acts, only ever allowed them to eat once a day and bathe once a year.
How is that even possible? I just know their house was smelly. Surely the police would have heard about this.
Eventually, on January 14th, 2018, a 17-year-old daughter of theirs ended up escaping, calling the police, and they were caught. They received 25 years to life. This case really goes to show that even though things might look okay from the outside, sometimes they're not.
To be honest, what else were the parents of these kids expecting? Like if I was the kid, the second I turned 18 I would be running as fast as a cheetah to the police. Because you're literally not giving your kids their basic rights.
I'm sure that if you scroll through TikTok often, you will have seen this trend called 𝒂𝓀𝗯𝗀𝗰𝗍𝒂𝗯𝗀𝗋. People would post a photo in the comment section, and it would show this little girl holding a tray of macarons. but I can't really say much after that, so hopefully this video explains it better.
Let's talk about
𝘂𝗯𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗋𝗃.
If you haven't heard about 𝘂𝗯𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, I'll explain it in this video. Recently, TikTok added a feature where users can comment with photos on other videos. However, many people have been commenting these 𝘂𝗯𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 photos on random videos. It shows a girl holding a tray of macarons. At first, people thought it was just a normal drawing until they looked closely at the middle of the tray, which I really can't describe in this video. There are also many other versions of it, like hot dog, sushi, burrito, brownies, lemonade, and more. These images are spreading all over the comment sections and are going viral. There's a high chance TikTok might remove the photo comment feature because this has gone too far. A lot of kids use the app too, so you guys need to stop. We don't want a macaron.
It's disgusting how people would even think to show that to a bunch of kids, and I really recommend you don't search it up for your own safety. But the Blue Radio app is really dangerous app because it apparently tracks your location. It would take your IP address and show it to you, which makes it even scarier. Let's watch a video explaining it.
Let's discuss some viruses. The Blue Radio app. Before we begin, maybe you could follow me on Roblox and my TikTok account. Thanks. I've seen many people on TikTok indicating that this Blue Radio app is a tracking app, and it's gaining popularity. A few users have reported that it is filled with malware viruses. However, it has not been officially confirmed, and other users claim that the app is not real, and its existence has not been confirmed either. Many people are sharing facts that could save your life videos suggesting that the app is a tracking tool that can see your private personal information, and advising viewers to take action. They said if you have the app, delete it immediately.
Even though I would never download this app, I do have proof it's real. I managed to find a clip of a poor person who downloaded this app, and it's not good.
But my old phone got a virus that I couldn't delete, so this is my new one. And today I'll be testing this Blue Radio app since y'all asked for it. Okay, so I'm in. It says Blue Radio. I guess I'll press the button. It's loading. I had to censor it because it showed my IP address. Let's exit the app. Oh, okay, so my phone is all blue. Now I guess it only has my IP, so I guess it isn't that bad, but I can't delete the app.
Holy moly, I think we just saw this person's phone get hacked. So what this app actually does is that it takes your IP address, and after showing you the IP address it takes over your phone and shows you loads of apps of the Blue Radio. That's honestly so terrifying, and I would not want this on my phone at all.